Move it. Dude, it's not Cars 2 bad. It's not good. I'm okay if you... It's at least B. But Toy Story 3 is better than B.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is, dude. The Toy Story... the Toy Story 1, 2, and 3 is like... Those are like the best Pixar movies. You like can't even count those when you do your rankings because those ones are so good. I'm okay with Toy Story 4 being left out of that. But Toy Story 4 is not Cars 2 bad. If you genuinely want to sit down and say, like, oh, what Pixar movie do we watch? I'm going to start with the worst one, and you're like, oh, it's between Toy Story 4 and Cars 2. Shut the fuck up, dude. And if you're putting The Incredibles and Incredibles 2 in S tier, and you're not going to put Toy Story and Toy Story 2 in S tier?
Because Incredibles and Incredibles 2 are better than Toy Story 2.
You're insane if you think that, dude. You're absolutely insane.
How's it going, everybody? Today we're doing some tier list of movies.
So we're going to do the Marvel Cinematic Universe, so all the live action stuff. I think we've seen all of... There's only one movie on here that I haven't seen, but we're going to try to come to a consensus. If we leave in what we just argued about on Pixar, I think it's going to be hard for us to come to a consensus on some of them. But we also arranged them all in chronological, well, I guess, release order.
Yeah.
So when they came out. So we'll start with Iron Man and from there go all the way until Spider-Man Far From Home.
All right, so number one, Matt, is the first Iron Man.
Mm-hmm. So what are you thinking for it?
I'm feeling probably an A.
That's what I would also put that one in A as well, because that one kind of at the time kind of did its own thing and wasn't going off of any formula that Marvel that they do in later movies. But the villain is kind of weak, I'd say. But I still do think it's a good movie. I think that's a solid A. I'll let you take the Hulk, though.
Yeah, well, I'm just going to go ahead and put this one at the bottom anyway. You're not missing much. I know that's the one you haven't seen.
Well, yeah, you should add another row. I think we need one more row. Okay, so Iron Man 2, I think this is the weakest Iron Man movie.
I do too, but it's not Hulk bad.
I wouldn't put it in F tier. I would honestly put it in D.
I could swing D for now because it's definitely on the lower.
You could swing D.
It's on the lower end of these. We can see. We'll reassess at the end once everything's up there.
Yeah.
But we can throw it in there for now. Now Thor.
And we're gonna try and arrange them too, so the ones on the left are better than the ones on the right.
So we're gonna full on rank.
Yeah, full on rank them.
Okay. So
I have a soft spot for Thor. I really enjoyed this
the first
movie.
Thor.
I really enjoyed this movie. I don't think it's Iron Man good. But I'm okay with B for that one.
Now Captain America, I know you and I differ on this one.
Yeah, I don't think that this is a strong movie. I think of the Iron Man, Thor, and then Captain America, I think this is the worst one.
So you think we should put it in B?
Personally, I would put it in B behind Thor. That's mine, but I know you like it. So
Because I don't know. I think I like the first Thor more than Captain America.
The first Avenger?
Yeah.
I'm okay. I agree. That's fine. I
can
can agree on that one.
Now this movie.
That's S tier.
Really?
I love that
high?
Oh man, because you don't want to just stack your S tier, and I know we have some ringers and some later ones.
I'm fine with an A.
Better
but
than
maybe
Iron
like
Man.
in front of Iron Man?
Yeah.
Okay.
That works.
Now, Iron Man 3, I understand that people would rank this movie very low. Definitely like down here. But I personally enjoy this movie, and I would kind of put it C, maybe end of B. So what are you thinking?
See, I'm kind of thinking end of C. Because I agree. I don't think it's as bad as what people tend to think. I do think it's an interesting twist they went with the Mandarin. I don't like it though.
Yeah, he's the worst part.
I like.
We'll drop him in C.
Yeah,
we'll see what else could we put in C.
There might. That's F.
Yeah,
that's F.
Yeah, no.
That is. You think it's worse than the Hulk? I mean, at that point, does it really matter though? They're both in F tier.
We'll put it in front of the Hulk. No. I know where we're putting this.
No. I don't even agree with that, though.
Really?
Yes, because I think Civil War is better.
I also think Civil War is better than this one.
So that means both of them would have to go in S tier. Do we want to put two Captain America movies?
I don't think it matters. But do you think Winter Soldier is better than Avengers? Because I do.
I don't.
You don't?
I don't think that.
Do you think it's better than Iron Man?
Yes.
I'll do that.
No. I'm okay. How about this? We put it in A, but we put it at the first of A for right now.
Right
a little bit of both, because I would put it behind Avengers. You'd put it at the bottom of S tier, I imagine. Mm-hmm. So that'll kind of just split the difference.
Okay. Now.
That's S tier.
I'm kind of feeling S. I'm feeling S.
I really enjoy that movie. I think that's our first S.
Mm-hmm. And now I have an opinion that I'll bring up later that I'm sure is going to be an argument.
I know.
This movie
has its moments.
It has its moments. I'm feeling maybe like a C, maybe in front of Iron Man 3.
Yeah, that makes sense. I do think it is better than Iron Man 3.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Okay. Come on. There we go. No, yeah.
That's S tier.
But what do we think? I think it's better than Guardians, personally.
I'm okay with that. It is really good. Guardians is really good too, though.
Really good. But Civil War is like, that's top.
Oh, it is really good.
We'll come back. We'll come back. Where are we putting Ant-Man?
I have a soft spot for that. I'd want to put it in A, but like objectively speaking, I feel like it would have to go lower.
But are you thinking maybe like?
I do think it is better than both of those movies.
Okay, I agree with that.
Doctor Strange, I'd personally put in like C or D.
Really?
Yes.
I'd put it here, maybe like. If this were my list, this is like where I'd put it.
Mm-hmm.
But I could compromise down here because I do think it's better than Age of Ultron.
I do think it is better than Age of Ultron and Iron Man 3. So I wouldn't put it below either one of those. It would have to go above then. But if it doesn't really
do you want it to be high C or bottom of B? Because I think it should be bottom of B.
You think it should be top of B, but with the compromise.
Yeah.
I'll go bottom of B. I'll sacrifice this one because I know you're about to have a really bad take. So.
I think that Guardians 2 is better than Guardians.
And that's one I'm not going to concede on. That one is not better than Guardians 1. That one, I personally would put Guardians of the Galaxy 2 in B tier.
Really?
I wouldn't even put it in A tier.
What don't you like about it?
I don't like how when they get onto Ego, I feel like once it gets there, which is at like the first 25% of the movie, it drags from there. There's just like the middle part of that movie is so boring and it takes so long.
See, I don't feel that way. I feel like there's the funny moments with Groot.
Yeah, there are some funny moments.
And like the dialogue is just so funny and the dynamics between the characters is really fleshed out and it's just such like. But it really shows like the emotions and stuff.
See, I do agree with that. I do think it is an emotional movie. I think Yondu dying is
for sure
is one of the sadder moments in the MCU, but that doesn't mean it's better than Guardians of the Galaxy 1.
But I think it is.
It's not.
Like Guardians 1 doesn't have that.
No. I'm okay putting it in A tier only because it doesn't deserve to be an S.
I'm fine with that, but I just want it to be known.
I don't want it to go above Avengers. I'm okay right there.
You're okay with...
I mean, in all honesty, if you could put it down between Thor and Captain America, that's where I would put it.
Really?
And I'm okay with it not going there. But I want it to...
What if I threw it up here?
No, it can... I'm okay with it being better than Iron Man.
Do you think it's better than Iron Man?
No, I don't. I think it's... I already told you what I think it's
then
worse
why don't I put it here?
Because you think it's the number 2 movie on our list right now. So it's a little bit of a compromise. So I'm putting it 3 movies above where I would put it. You're putting it 3 movies below where you would put it.
Yeah, but we don't know where... Well, I'll just put it there. We don't know where things are going to end up.
That's true.
I think this is an S.
I think that's an S as well. I think it's better than Civil War. Where'd it go?
You think so?
I think so. That movie's really good. When I watched it the first time, I would have put it in an A tier. When you and I watched it that second time, I realized that this is like one of the better MCU movies. That movie's really good.
It's fantastic. Now we also have another S up here.
That's better than Spider-Man.
Really?
Yeah, that movie's awesome.
That movie is awesome.
Taika Waititi's amazing.
We'll throw it right there. Black Panther. I feel like I like this movie more every time I watch it, and I could be convinced. I don't know if I'd go S tier.
It's so good
but
though.
I'd put it maybe high A. Maybe I'd put it above Captain America.
So I would put it above
top of A.
Yeah, I just don't know if it's better than Civil War. I think Civil War's like really good, and I don't know if it's I still think it should go S tier. I just think it should be at the bottom of S tier.
You think so?
That movie's really good.
I was gonna put it at high A, but it is a really.
I think it
really
deserves that
movie.
recognition because it's a good movie.
Now, we have another S tier.
That's the best movie.
Yeah.
That's the best one.
All right. So let's start here. Do you think this is better or worse than the first Ant-Man? Because I think it's better.
I do think it's better, but yeah, it is. I do.
What if we put it like right in front of it?
Yeah, that works. I don't know if it necessarily it deserves to be a tier higher, but better than Ant-Man.
No, this one isn't bad.
I like this movie. I don't think it's.
I think it might be like here.
See, I think that's where it goes in its ranking, but I don't think it's Age of Ultron or Iron Man 3 bad. I would put it B, but the end of B. Because Age of Ultron has its like really bad moments. I don't think Captain Marvel. I think
didn't have bad moments.
Her character is a little stale at times due to I just think poor writing. I also think prequels necessarily aren't the best, but also there's some really good moments between her and Samuel L. Jackson, Nick Fury, that I think are really good.
All right, I can be convinced.
And the twist with the Skrulls.
Yeah,
I really like that.
Now, not S tier.
No,
but I'm feeling like high, low, like mid A.
Is it worse than? Do you really think it's worse than Iron Man though?
No,
it's not. I feel like that's probably a fair placement. Somewhere around the Avengers. I'm okay with it going either side, but I don't think it's better than Winter Soldier.
So what if I kind of...
Really?
You think Winter Soldier's better than Ant-Man?
I do think so.
Okay. I just kind of misunderstood what you said.
Yeah, so I think Avengers, the first Avengers and Avengers Endgame could swap places, but I think in the position they are right now is fine. I'm okay with that.
Okay. Now,
that's a good movie.
This is really good. I wonder if top of B, bottom of A.
I think top. I think bottom of A, because that movie, the Spider-Man movies are good, and how we've had this was the 7th Spider-Man movie in this century, and the fact that I was still able to be interested by it, I think that's a good spot for it to go.
Now, is there anything you want to adjust here? Because I feel like I'm kind of satisfied with this.
Yeah, because man, I wouldn't move any of the A tiers up. I would move Guardians 2 down, but I'm okay keeping it there. I feel like maybe we're giving Age of Ultron a little bit too much credit.
You think?
Is it worse?
I think its highs are pretty high.
Yeah,
that's what.
And we got Vision and Wanda as well.
And it's better than but think about this. I do feel like it's better than these two movies. I feel like Age of Ultron is more enjoyable to watch than these two.
No, you're probably right, but I do think Captain Marvel is better than it. Mm-hmm. Man, that's not how... I think tier lists aren't supposed to look like this. I think you're supposed to have... I don't think you're supposed to have 5 or 6 in each of the top 3 categories.
So I wonder if we're,
But then I feel bad giving, these movies a C. You know?
Yeah.
Looking on the grade scale. I say we just put it back where it was. I'm satisfied with the way the list is. With my list would look different and your list would look different.
Yeah.
But because we're coming up with a compromise. So let us know what you guys think of this list. Just because we did this list doesn't mean it's right. Mine would be different than what this is, and Adam's would also be different. Let us know if you think we really royally screwed up on any of these movies. Let us know what you guys think. Let us know what your rankings are. and who knows, maybe you'll change our mind. But this has been a really creative video from Ramblin' Gamers. I'm Matt. I'm with Adam. And we just did the Marvel tier list video. We'll catch you next week for another video. That was our outro.
All right.